Hi guys. So I get really excited when I can do some books that are also audiobooks that are on my to be read. And I read two books in 48 hours that still have me kind of just full of, my heart is full. And then it was extremely suspenseful. So then I'm like, holy crap, what I just read. The Retrieval Duet by Martinez is beyond 5 stars. It should be put up on a pedestal from probably the most suspenseful, to the heart, could be extremely gut wrenching story that is beautiful. The Retrieval book one is Roman and Elizabeth's story. These two are love at first sight, and they get married, and they're thinking their life is going on a blissful path until they started to thinking about having children, and complications happen, miscarriages, IVF treatments, and then loss. And sometimes loss is hard to get over. And if you can't get over that loss, it builds this wedge in a marriage and a relationship. And this is what happens. And they end up divorced, not ever thinking that they were going to get back together and see each other, because Elizabeth is trying to heal her life after losing the love of her life and more. But something not really unique but tragic happens, and it brings them back together, and they have to confront some of their past, but then it also gives them some hope, and it sees that these two are really meant to be together. But it's all because of this one beautiful, strong, amazing woman named Claire Noir. Claire Noir is married to the most evil man created, and he is violent. He's just the spawn of Satan, and he's just possesses just evilness. Luke is Claire's personal trainer, and every time he sees her come in, he notices the bruises. He notices her internal demons just trying to help her out, but they can't, because she's so afraid if anyone ever to help her out, they would become dead. And Luke would do anything and everything to protect her. And in one day, he has that opportunity to protect her and her beautiful little girl, Tessa. And this is where these couples all kind of merge together in this suspense of what's going to happen. And then it ends. And then we go to transfer. Now in Retrieval, this is Roman and Elizabeth's stories, and story of how they fell in love, and everything that went wrong in their marriage and went wrong for everything that happened. It kind of gives Roman a chance to see what he has done and what he's going to do to fix it. But it also gives Elizabeth's story of her pain, her sorrow, but then the love she had for Roman, and then the uncertainty of what's going to happen. And then we have Claire, and Claire is she's amazing, because she has suffered so much mentally, physically, emotionally. She's been beat up, and she has this one glimmer of hope of this beautiful little girl named Tessa to be there for her. Now we have transfer. Transfer is one story in these two couples. Luke is not Luke. Luke is Heath, and Heath is a DEA agent, and he will do anything and everything to protect Claire and Tessa from the evil person of Walt Noir. And he has to have help, and that person is Roman and Lisbeth. Roman and Lisbeth will do anything and everything to protect Claire and Tessa, because there's a connection. And the suspense of all of that is revealed, and the story is kind of told full circle, and everything's tied up at the end. But this whole book series was beautiful. It's healing if you've ever been through some of the stuff these couples went through. But I just couldn't put it down. It's one of my best reads this year, and emotionally, I ugly cried, I swoon cried, I laughed, cried, and I recommend it. And if you can't read it, do the audio. The audio is just as great, and it's 3 different people, but I I loved reading this, and I will reread it. I actually ended up purchasing, I purchased Retrieval a long time ago, but I hadn't had Transfer yet, and so I purchased Transfer, and this is definitely a reread because the story is, it's loving over time, it's deep rooted love, the suspense, the healing of everything, and it's well worth a read. Talk to you guys later. Bye.